One thing I hate, I was talking to somebody. Well, I'm always in these hip hop arguments, and people always bring up the word classic. Of course, we always talk about it. Classic are like the
Mm-hmm.
rings for hip hop. But we've talked about this before. But I'm getting sick of this word because this seems like there's just no definition for a classic anymore. I was arguing with one dude on YouTube about 50 Cent, and I was like, 50 Cent got one classic album. He's not that great or whatever. And I think it was actually on that post where it was from the company man. It was like who you get rid of, 50 Cent. It was 50 Cent, Ti, Lil Wayne, or it was somebody else, right? I forgot who else it was, but I was like 50 Cent. You got to get rid of 50 Cent. And then the person was like, "Oh, 50 Cent got multiple classics. I never heard anyone say Lil Wayne had a classic. I never heard of anyone say Ti has a classic." And I'm just like, man, this
Where's he
word,
from?
I don't know where he's from, man. I don't
Well, I
care.
mean, classics is different everywhere too, man.
But
I
that's what
mean,
I'm saying. How we have classes different in different places? That don't make sense.
well, no, well, hold on now, because hip hop was used to be way more regional than it is now. So stuff that was classic in New Orleans, you play it at like I always watch the Pelicans game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they play a bunch of the stuff that they played when I was in middle school. Like they
Yeah.
play those songs when the commercial breaks and stuff like that. And everybody in the arena jump up and be like, "Oh, that's my shit right here." So
You
that's
telling
different
me?
than
You telling me Chopper's Down don't get played everywhere? It's not
no,
nationwide.
no, definitely not.
No.
So
Absolutely not.
exactly when Chopper Style come on, because I saw him at one of the games. They was like, and here's New Orleans' own Chopper, and he came out, and everybody was like, "Oh man, that dude they don't do that nowhere else. They're not doing that in. They might not even do that in Texas, man. They definitely ain't doing that in California. So there's a lot of regionality to hip hop, man. I mean, remember back in the day, you had to be the best dude in your hood, then
Hmm.
you had to be the best dude in your city, and then you took over your city, then you might get a big deal and be on TV and stuff like that. Like you had to be the number one guy. So it was always like that. People know songs and have affinity for albums that was specifically for certain regions and things like that. Like Outkast is gonna be, I'm assuming, way more loved in the South than everywhere
I
than
love
in
it.
Minnesota. Of course, I love Outkast as well, but I mean, New York dudes love 50. You hate Mob Deep.
Mhm.
New York dudes will kill you for saying some of the stuff you say about Mob Deep.
Hey, you trying to out me? You trying to out me right here alive, man?
Let me
Nah.
tell you something, man. Look, bro, you be talking bad about they'll strangle you with their Tims.
Listen,
Like
Havoc can't rap. His beats are
take the shoe
overrated.
straight.
Oh,
Havoc's
Lord.
beats are overrated. His production's
That was a
overrated. It's all sound the
See,
same.
see.
Dilla's better. Q-Tip's better for that. Yeah, he's
Well,
overrated.
I mean, yeah.
And Prodigy's overrated, man. Come on, man.
I mean, I love Prodigy, man. I love Prodigy. I'm a big Prodigy fan. I mean, I'm not the biggest Mobb Deep fan. I don't have them ranked as the highest group and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna sit up there and hate on Prodigy either, man. I would say he got a couples. They got him and the group got about 2-3 classics. So now other people say they
No,
got 4, 5, 6. So again, it's hard to get rid of it. Like we can say perfect
Infamous,
album,
Hell on Earth, and that's it. I mean,
HNIC. Got to put HNIC in there. I love
uh,
HNIC.
all right, okay.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? When HNIC came out, it was a big deal.
I'll have to go back and listen to it. I'll go back and listen to it. I just think, look, man.
Keep It Thorough, boy. When Keep It Thorough came out,
Oh yeah, I love that song. I love that song.
okay, well that's on HNIC. So you listen to that whole album. They got a song with BG on there.
It's just for the content that he's talking about. You know, it's not
No,
really
I think
my thing.
okay. Well, that might be and that's fair, right? Everybody has different feelings about stuff, but he's kind of like a like a Scarface, I guess, kind of like it's street life, and it's like not always positive. Like it's a lot of it is
But
struggles
Scarface,
of the street life.
Scarface. I mean, it's
Scarface gets a little deeper with it, but I mean,
yeah,
Prodigy does
Scarface.
have a lot of the he has like I said, a lot of the emotion and pitfalls and things like that. I love, like I said, I love Prodigy, man. So
I don't want to hate on Prodigy, man. I don't want to hate. Rest in peace.
Nah, you was hating on Prodigy, man.
I don't want to hate on. I don't want to hate on him.
And you trashed it, man.
I don't want to hate on Prodigy. I'm telling you, I don't want to hate. That's why I don't look. Rest in peace. I just don't understand. If I'm ranking groups, Mobb Deep don't fall in my top 5. Maybe not my top. I don't know, man. I want to say not.
It would probably be in the edge of my top 5, top 5 or 6, something like that. Somewhere around there, they'd probably be for me. But I mean, again, it also matters what age you are, right? Because other people, I would assume older people gonna say Run DMC is one of the top groups.
I got Run. Yeah, I put Run DMC over.
But everybody don't have them up that high, man. Somebody, Bryson, do you like Run DMC?
I've dedicated less than an hour listening time to Run DMC.
So. Only time this dude listen to Run DMC is when he go to the skating ring and they play It's Tricky.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
Like,
maybe not even that song. I know the Walk This Way one. That's about it.
You know it's tricky. That be on movies and stuff all the time. Yeah.
It's tricky. Is that song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know they made that
you couldn't
song.
sing the other songs you love, the Jack Harlow song you love.
I'm the king of rock. There is none higher. Yeah, come on, man.
That song?
Yeah,
Adidas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a classic group. Everyone knows those songs. Those are classic.
High impact.
Even high impact, undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Run DMC.
Mobb Deep got impact, man. You hating on Mobb Deep, bro.
They got
a lot of dudes was wearing Timbs with no socks and stuff, man. Like that's like you just don't know, man. You don't know. You was too young. I'm telling you, you don't know.
I'm not saying they don't have good records. I'm just saying
you don't know their impact.
Their impact seems overblown to me because when I go,
you ain't been in New York in '98.
Yeah, so that's it.
Like New York in '96, Mobb Deep dudes walking around looking like Prodigy every day.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, man.
I mean, look, I wasn't doing it. I wasn't there either. But I mean,
I got UGK over Mobb Deep. I mean, I got.
Yeah, I can't do that based on discography. I like UGK probably. No, I don't like UGK better. The Infamous is up there, man.
The Infamous, yes. And
you don't remember? See, that's what I'm saying. You was a little kid talking like Murder Music came out, bruh. People was going crazy when
People
Murder
have been going crazy, but I can have ears now. I play it right now. It's not good.
I play it right now. It's not good. I hear what you're saying, but that's because it was following up the Infamous. So I'm trying to tell you, like a lot of the stuff you had to be there, and hip hop is meant to be played at the party with the people in a live environment.
Well, so this is where to me the definition of classic. See, I don't need all of that. If somebody tells me listen to this classic Marvin Gaye record or something like that, I don't need all of that. I don't need the context. I can go put my ears right now work, and that music sounds classic to me. But that's the definition of classic. Is that it should just be, no matter what time period, you should be able to hit play and it should sound good. That's classic. To me, that's what the definition is.
That's a fair definition. But I do think that depending on the time frame, you listen to certain things, they're going to sound dated in certain ways that won't appeal to everyone.
No, that's true.
You
know, that's true. But I do think time frame matters too sometimes, man. You had to be there. I think that matters, but
like I think like Rapper's Delight matters more to like my parents than it ever would to me. Because to me, it's just a mid song that goes too long. You know, a bunch of basic rhymes. It goes forever. Yeah. They got a shorter version, but like the main song goes forever, man. You know, they be talking about, you ever went to somebody's house and the chicken was nasty? I mean, like they rapping for an hour. Like that joke is lame. Yeah. But when I was growing up, hip hop was always on the radio. Yeah. When they was growing up, they were like, "What the hell is this? This is some crazy. They rapping to the beat, like it's like doom 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 doom. That beat gets tired after like it's still going. Like it's just different. It's not like that. It's It's just completely different context. So I love Run DMC. I think those records hold. I don't think all those records hold. I don't think Planet Rock and some of that Africa Bambaataa stuff holds, and people will swear by that. There's other things, man. Some people don't like LL, especially younger people don't love LL.
I like LL.
They don't, but look, man, I love LL too. But
LL can rap. His lines, his bars hold up. I mean,
again,
very basic.
I agree.
No, his rap is not. No, it's not all very basic. Especially.
It's definitely not. But
and he's got super classic diss records and stuff like that. To me, that's always gonna be classic.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just telling you he's basic. His raps are basic.
Some people not gonna feel that to that level, Especially, I mean, come on, man. Think of some of those songs in that first album, man. Like when Express Yourself, come on.
Express Yourself, I was thinking that. Express Yourself is corny.
It's corny. It's corny, man. But
super corny.
But it's different because of when it hit you. Like I even know it's corny and still like it when it come on. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's like, hey, because listen to it. It just sounds like silly.
Well,
we don't obsess because it's known to give a brother brain damage.
But that's Dr. Dre's rhymes. It's not. I mean, Ice Cube is the star. Like Dr. Dre's rhymes are lame.
I mean, there's some again, and I agree with you. But like even some albums, they don't hit the same because like if you put on Doggy Style now, mad people will be like, "Ooh, dude, this really misogynistic. Dog. I don't know if I want to hear this."
But the music is good. But yes, I have that reaction when I listen to Doggy Style.
Come on, man. You put on
I don't
funny, but like
it's not
some respect for your lady. Like opened up your gap. Like, come on, man. Like that's come on, dog. Some of that stuff is just not gonna hit. You're not gonna like it. If a kid born today, I try to put that on in 5 years and say, "Hey, son, check this album out. This is Doggy Style."
But the music, that beat, all that is great, regardless of what.
That's not true.
No,
it is, but it might not hit if all of it can't come together for you in your mind.
Yeah,
at a different time.
You don't think the beats on Doggy Style are dope?
No, the beats could be fire, but the rhymes, if you can't get past that, then what does it matter?
So you don't think Nate Dogg is dope?
I'm not saying me. I don't mind any of those lyrics because I understand the context in which they were used. But people nowadays will not be able to.
Think about my kids, man. Think about my kids, man. In 5 years, you try to say, "Yo, let's check out some hip hop classics." 12-year-old.
But this is
2030.
I'm not. See, my thing is, hip hop doesn't have to be judged for content. There's tons of content. I don't like when people judge music for content because I can separate those two things. I do. I like listening to music that has content that I enjoy, but I can listen to something even if it has content that I completely disagree with. I can listen to it and say this is a dope beat or those rhymes are dope. Or whatever. I could say all that, and then I could say, I don't agree with the message, but I like the music. Those are two separate things. And I'm just talking about.
I hear what you're saying. But if I try to give in the modern context, if I try to go and play some, I don't know, what's the song I really love? Rockbox by Run DMC. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I try to play that for some kids in a modern context. First of all, they're going to be like, what the heck is this beat with these guitars? Second of all, they're going to be like, basic rhymes. Because Calvin Klein, no friend of mine. Don't want nobody name on my behind. I mean, like, that's not hitting. Like, that might not hit for them. I could be up there like...
Well, that's the issue with old school hip hop. It's just all in rhymes, and they don't have no internal rhyme schemes, and that's what we talk about. They're not lyricists, so that's a different thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Nowadays, NBA Youngboy, but the songs sound like they're made in the modern context, as opposed to
people listen to that context beats and stuff, aren't they? I mean, I don't know. Look, I don't know what makes.
These kids love the stuff this dude be saying, and his bars is trash.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Raw. Ash.
Yeah. So
if they will swear this dude can rap.
I mean, I'll take Run DMC rhymes over some modern rappers. So.
But that's what I'm saying. Of course we will, man. We old, man. And you are less old. I mean, but you're not the context of the current young person. So it's hard to judge this stuff. Yes, so classics. There's all types of classics.
Right.
Classics for me might be different for your classics. And
So then let's end up with this. So I mean, we were talking about how Kanye is the best artist. You know, how many classics do you think he has? I mean, what is that?
I
What
think
is
the
that?
consensus classics are 3. I think the wider range classics are like 5 to 6.
No way.
3? Hold on.
So
3 seems low.
Listen to me.
3 seems low because there's lots of other
Okay, so-
artists who have three classics.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
I think that everyone would agree, or most people agree, Dropout,
The first 3 albums.
Late
No,
Registration.
see, I disagree with
That's what I'm about to say.
Graduation.
So-
I was
so
going
I
to
disagree.
Graduation
I
is
don't have
not a
Graduation.
classic. Not a
Graduation is
classic.
not a classic. But other people put Graduation in. I don't think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is, but people swear by that one. That's
Yeah.
the
That's a
third. Those are the 3
classic.
that I would say. That's the 3 I
That's
would
a
say. People
classic.
say 808 is a
Yeah.
classic.
No.
They got
Those
people
are
out here
crazy.
talking. Those
Those
people
people
love.
crazy.
Dude, first of all, 808 changed the game.
Oh, it did change the game.
It did.
It changed the game. We talking about impact wise. It's classic impact.
Okay, well-
That's why I hate the word impact.
I think it sucks.
I do.
Many people out here will stab you for talking bad about 808. They got people that swear that T-Lop is fire. They got people that swear that Yeezus is fire. I'm just telling
Jesus
you,
is terrible. And yeah, there are people who swear by that one, but Jesus is terrible. Okay.
But am I lying? Though people will walk around
Yes.
right to your face and be like,
Yes.
Jesus is the favorite album I ever heard.
Yes. So, I mean, because all right, so we all agree that he's the number one hip hop artist. How many can we agree are actually classic? Bryce, how many classics? Which of his albums do you think is classic?
I got College Dropout, Late Registration, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. All 3 of those are bona fide classics to me.
And when you go back and listen
No.
to them, they all sound great to you. Wait, hold on. Say them
Yes.
again. You said College Dropout.
Late Registration,
Okay.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Okay. So
Those
you don't
3?
have Graduation.
It's hard for me for Graduation because Graduation has a lot of emotional. It brings a lot of good memories back for me, so I'm kind of biased for that one. But it don't have to. When I go back to it, there is a lot of songs that I skip, but in the moment, I felt like they were fire. So I'm not sure.
I think some of that
Brother,
stuff
I don't ever
age
want to
more
hear
than
that
the other
song.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to hear some of those songs like ever again. But some of them, like I said, but some of them still hit.
You go look at Graduation right now.
Yeah, man, you can look.
I
at the
mean,
track.
songs like, Homecoming and so, I mean, we used to listen to that a lot. I mean, that was when I was in high school, so we used to listen to that a lot. But yeah,
Coming
not
home
classic.
again.
Yeah.
Let's
Man, look
see.
at the Good Life.
Uh,
I do not like. Don't want to hear that ever again.
But that's a popular one. That's what people like. That's what
Yeah.
people like.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm
Barry
good on
Bonds, don't
Homecoming,
want to hear.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Barry Bonds fan.
I don't even remember Good
And
Night.
Big Brother. Good night. I don't
Yeah,
know
Big
Good
Brother,
Night.
yeah.
Let me
I don't remember
find
Good Night either. But Can't Tell Me Nothing was dope. Flashing
Mhm.
Lights.
Yo, Flashing Lights is one of my favorite.
There's some good ones on there. So,
Yeah.
but
Well, he's got good ones on every one of his albums. I mean, I don't think he's got he's always got some great song on every one of his albums. It's just, when we talk about classic, we talk about the whole album being good. So,
what else I'm saying? So there you go.
so three. Let's say even if we gave him 4, or there are people who want to say Watch the Throne, but I don't think that's classic either. Even if we gave him
Who
4,
might be
there are other artists who have more classic albums than that.
but no one has bigger impact. But wait, hold on. Before we move on,
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Dang it, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead. 3
Classics.
people's. Oh yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Oh wait, does every song has to be? So every song it has to be 100% for it to be a classic?
No, I don't think so.
That's a good question because I generally think of the classics, the albums that I think of classics, as there's no more than one song that I would skip on at all.
Not including skits.
Not including skits. Even though the best albums got good skits, but I mean,
I hate skits in music.
Nah, man, some skits is good, man.
Yeah, because if by that measure, Graduation has 13 songs. That for Good Night is just some extra something. I don't know. That wasn't on the album I listened to. And we're skipping 2 of them. So out of 13,
I'm skipping
so that
like
means
No, I'm
11.
skipping. Hold on. I'm skipping. Hold on. I'll count the ones I'm
I'm
skipping.
skipping 2.
I mean, let's see. I guess I'll play Good Morning. I like Champion, I like Stronger, I like I Wonder. I skipped Good Life. I skipped Barry
That's
Bonds.
because
I
it's
skipped Drunken
popular,
Hot
though.
Girls. I skipped Big Brother. So that's
Yes.
yeah, those.
Skip Barry Bonds and whatever that other song. Oh, and Big
okay.
Brother. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm skipping Drunken Hot Girls and yeah. This I have a similar list to Aaron as far as songs I'm skipping.
Yeah, but I'm not
I'll be
counting
back,
the
right
other.
back.
Yeah, I'm not counting the other albums as classics. The Life of Pablo is definitely not a classic. I don't know how that.
I mean, I would agree. I thought it was a good album.
It was a good album, yeah. Yeezus, I loved after I saw it in concert. I couldn't get it at first, but once I saw it in concert, it seemed a lot better, and I loved it ever since. Um,
I don't hate Jesus.
yeah, I like Yeezus. 808s, I don't think it's a classic, but it definitely changed a lot. I don't know.
Changed
I
the
gotta
tone.
look at.
A lot
I
of people
gotta look
followed
at
him
that.
after that.
I gotta look at that track list.
So I don't like 808s, but a lot of people followed him after that. So I mean, it's just a difference, man. It's different for everybody too. Like, how old are you? Where are you at in your life? If you're in high school when some of these albums come
Exactly.
out, you're gonna love this album. You're gonna love certain stuff for life. I mean,
But
that's
see, that's the thing. I was in high school. This is the thing. I was in high school.
You are a hater.
No. Me and my whole no. My whole friend Bryson was with us. My whole friend group. We love this album. We listen to it all the time. You know, all this stuff. But I never was a huge fan of Barry Bonds. I was never listening to some of these songs a ton of times. And
Was
even,
it bumping Drunken Hot Girl?
Yeah. Even the songs that I do some of the songs I do like I just don't go back to as much as I go back to some of his other stuff. Like,
yeah, I mean that's fair.
Like I
don't
like
think that would make it not a classic
I like
album
I
if the
Wonder,
rest of the
but
album
it's
was
not a song I go back to a lot. You
Right,
know,
right.
And so that's my thing. A classic. I just What were you saying? That's not a thing.
When I think of a classic, I just think most of the albums are great. I mean, songs are great,
Mhm.
and then there's some good songs on there, and there might be a song that you say, okay, this song is legitimately not for me, but the rest of it is so good that, or the highs are so high that I can overcome that. I mean, I think that's the case for most albums that I would call classics. I think we should just change the name instead of calling them classics. Well, maybe classics is right, but maybe perfect albums, maybe great albums, maybe something like that. But when you call them classics, people get touched. Some are, some aren't. When you don't give their classics burned, and then people feel like you're hurting them. People take it, offense if you say something classic, and then you be like, "The album's trash."
Yeah, I just wish there was like some other way. Yeah, we refer to them. I would love. We gotta start making a list. What we need to do is start making a tier list of albums and we could just rank them. Just put them where they are, what tier they're in. Because
there's levels to classic.
Yeah,
I got some high tier classics for sure. That's
There's
the ones
some
I go back to all the time.
What else I'm saying? There's classics that's like they'll never be. They up here, man. Like people remember them forever, man. Like they etched in stone. And then they have albums that were perfect. They were great when they came out. They're wonderful albums. Some people will go back to them forever, but not everybody. They might not have had big hits. I mean, I'm like that about Black Moon. I love Into the Stage. One of my favorite albums. Listen to it a lot. Other people couldn't even tell you who Black Moon was.
But see, that's the thing. That's where it's where marketing
you don't know
comes.
Who Black Moon is?
That's where.
Okay, but they were always indie. But their album, I'm pretty sure, got 5 mics in the source at the time.
Right,
it's a big deal.
And that's when there was an objective. And this is the issue. See, in that time period, there was one magazine that everyone thought was credible at the time. Everyone believed in. So their rankings was something that everyone could hang their hat on. And whether you were indie or whatever, whether you big label, whatever, if you got 5 mics, or if you got high ranking in the source, everyone could say, well, that's boom, it's 5 mic album. It's a 5 mic album. Today we have a 1,000 different internet voices.
That's impossible.
We just never have that same.
Well, that's positive. I'm not mad about that. It's a good development.
That is a good thing, yeah. But
it's good in some ways, but it also makes
giving out 5 mics and it was debated. People. First of all, some albums didn't get 5 when they should have.
Mm-hmm.
Other times, albums got 5s because remember they started paying people and being cool with the owners and all that type of stuff started happening. So, I mean, which is what happens when you have an institution that can be corrupted. I mean,
right.
So the voices are out there. You got people out there, and people can agree with us. People can agree with other hip hop podcasters or the people that talk about this culture. This culture will never go away. So I'm not mad about the diversity of opinions. I don't think there is somebody that should have an authority. It's just we get debated. We can talk about it forever. I mean, it's like sports.
No, that's true. That's what makes it fun. So
honestly, they should that should be the award show, like the classics or something like that. There should be a body of that would be hard. And they gave out classic album of the year and stuff like that. That'd be crazy.
Man, look, that would be great, man. But we don't have no.
If the artist supported any whatever platform they felt like was the most credible, and put their voice behind that instead of the Grammys or instead of the BET, some of these institutions we already know are corrupt, and instead artists rather just play the corrupt political games than
then they would just corrupt whatever the new thing was, man. Like, let's say they made the hip hop award, the legit real hip hop award, premieres on the board. We got other real rap aficionados.
Yeah,
we got people from every.
We use our ears. You can't. There's no payola. No
payola. Eventually, the label Leor Cohen or whoever, he's in charge of YouTube or whatever, right? Yeah. But whoever's in charge of the label will come to one of the people on the panel and be like, "Yo, you want a bag, B? Put my guy up there so he gets this done."
It should be done. It should be done like MVP voting and stuff like. Well, not with order.
But people have
every artist gets a vote. Every artist get a vote.
That's fair.
Fans get a vote, and then
I don't think fans should vote.
Yeah,
people have issues with that all the time.
No fan votes.
People have issues with MVP every year, man. There's always people complaining about who gets these awards.
Yeah, but with MVP, there are people who complain, but the NBA MVP is still...
It's mostly right.
It's mostly right. Most of the time, most seasons, they get...
Mostly right is fine, except for the people that feel like they got screwed over.
Right. I mean, there's definitely problems with it. I mean, I don't think it's always right. And they definitely have a problem with giving it to the same person a ton of times. Obviously, even if they're the best even if you're the best for 5 years, you're going to give it.
It's difficult to have a human institution that's not eventually corrupted when there's money involved. I mean, the think about it. These record labels. Think about how much they would pay if they really needed to get Jack Harlow to get an award, and then all of a sudden he would be valid in hip hop eyes because the panel said it. How much money would they pay somebody?
Not everybody on a panel is going to be moved by money.
Right.
You got
everybody
would be
Premier
so spread out.
But other people might.
Okay, so you have to
150.
We have to elect. Okay,
or more.
The people who are elected have to be people who we know from their long standing in hip hop are not about they're not there for just money. They're not there for a money grab. That's
okay. Look, I think this is a great idea. So we got to try to make it happen. All right. So I'm gonna call up Pete Rock. I'm gonna call up.
I got Premier's number. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And we'll get this set up. You know what I'm saying? I'll go and say, hey, you guys are pioneers in this game. Y'all know the stuff. Y'all know the people. Go ahead and get it set up. And we'll do it. We'll stream it on this channel. Yeah, it'll be legit, man. Fancy 5-star event.
This kind of happened though. Was it the Grammys where some company got all of these A&R? Which is wrong? They got A&Rs from companies and record people. A whole bunch of them. I remember they grabbed a whole bunch of famous people and put them on a panel. It might have been for the Grammys.
The Grammys increased. They increased their people who were voting.
Yeah.
So they did get more people. Like I know Ninth and Questlove and other people are more involved in it.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, you're still talking about record labels run that. That's
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be anybody at the head of a label or anything like that. Because
Yeah.
of course they're gonna vote for their
Conflict
own
of
artists,
interest.
so
Automatically, conflict of
Yeah.
interest. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I
If
mean,
you're an A&R, head of a label, you can't vote.
we would have to get the when they get this hip hop museum built and all that stuff. We could try to have something do that. Hopefully, they do something like that. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
Where
be
they-
tight if they did an
and-
award ceremony every year out there. Like the Hall of
That-
Fame, like whoever got the classic put their
right,
album in
Right.
the that'd be tight.
right.
That would
Yeah,
be
people
dope.
that's going in the hall, and
Yeah,
then
that would be awesome.
they do some performance like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But you know, it's the real hip hop one. We know we got some
Yeah.
hip hop people in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but
Yeah.
Which I don't.
the hip hop one
understand
got to
that.
be able to celebrate those smaller groups. Like I said, like I would think a Black Moon and the whole
Yeah.
Duck Down movement would be in when people they regarded as having multiple classic albums from their camp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Bryson
Mhm.
can't name them. But you know, you got Helter Skelter. You know what I'm saying? You got these other Smith and Wesson. You know what I mean? Black Moon. So you got to be able to put these people and give them some shine because they're smaller time. It's not shouldn't be just the biggest hit makers in hip hop that get these type of looks. But I mean, that's also kind of what it is. It's music, man. It's entertainment. It's that big business aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. Well,
Boom, we just fixed hip hop awards. Look
yeah.
at
Fixed it. We fixed hip hop.
that.
Saved that. Fixed
We
that
didn't
for
even
you.
plan on that. That's extra.
Yeah. See, that's just on the
Like
side.
that.
That's just what we do on the side, man.
You're
but,
welcome.
Yeah.
Definitely, you're welcome. Shoot us some bread. You know what I'm saying? Get up.
At least a like and sub.
Yeah.
Like and sub.
Sub.
Yeah.
Tell us if you got any other ideas that'll save hip hop in the comments, and let us know what you think about that Sky Zoo album or anything else that we talked about right here. So, yeah, that's it for today. Y'all got anything else to say?
Go Giants. Go 49ers.
Bro, you so
Go
fake.
Patty
so
Mahomes.
So
you
fake.
rooting for three
how
different
many more
teams?
teams you root for?
Yeah.
How many more teams, man? Name some more teams.
Hedging
man.
his bets. Hedging his bets.
That was three.
Hedging his
That's the
bets.
three I really.
School! School!
AFC.
School! Y'all at home, boy.
49ers Chiefs Super Bowl. I'm telling y'all, it's on the way.
Cowboys right behind y'all. Don't worry, they're gonna be right at home too, man. They're gonna be right at home
Cannot
too.
wait. I specifically asked to work tomorrow so I could be around a whole bunch of Cowboys fans. I gotta be there, dog. It's gonna be so good.
That's awesome.
I'll be in there so quiet, dog. Oh man, I can't wait. I'm so hyped.
Yeah, I look forward to it. All right. Peace, y'all.